Next one we have to discuss here, carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid, functional group of carboxylic acid is carbon double bond oxygen single bond OH. This is the functional group of carboxylic acid, carbon double bond oxygen single bond OH. Shortly you can write COOH. You can write it like this also. Okay, also you can write CO2H, carbon 2 oxygen hydrogen. So all these are the representation of carboxylic acid. These are the functional group of carboxylic acid. Here you understand carbon double bond oxygen. Carbon make double bond with oxygen and single bond with OH. Okay, that is COOH, carboxylic acid. General formula for carboxylic acid is CnH2nO2. CnH2nO2, this is the functional group. Okay, so you remember alkane, general formula CnH2n plus 2. Alkane. Alkene, general formula CnH2n. Alkene, general formula CnH2n. Alcohol, CnH2n plus 1 OH. Alcohol. Okay, now carboxylic acid, CnH2nO2. So remember all this general formula. Okay, alkane CnH2n plus 2, alkene CnH2n, alcohol CnH2n plus 1 OH, carboxylic acid CnH2nO2. Clear? Now we have, look here, I told you this is the general formula for carboxylic acid CnH2nO2. So draw a carboxylic acid which contains 3 carbon atoms. Okay, give the molecular formula of a carboxylic acid which contains 3 carbon atoms. So you can simply write like this: carbon, hydrogen and O2. Okay, molecular formula, we are doing molecular formula. Okay, so here 3 carbon, carboxylic acid which contains 3 carbon, so C3. Number of hydrogen 2n, 2n mean 6. So this is the molecular formula. Okay, from general formula you can make the molecular formula of any carboxylic acid if you know the number of carbon atom. Clear? Now name of carboxylic acid. Look here, CH3, C double bond oxygen OH. This is carboxylic acid. This is carboxylic acid. And here how many carbon? There is 2 carbon. 2 carbon. So the name of carboxylic acid start with the ethanoic acid. Remember, the name of carboxylic acid always end with oic acid. Name of carboxylic acid always end with oic acid. We learned already alcohol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. Name of alcohol always end with OL, alcohol. Similarly, carboxylic acid. Name of carboxylic acid always end with oic acid, ethanoic acid. If there are 3 carbon, carboxylic acid with 3 carbon, propanoic acid. Prop mean 3 carbon, propanoic acid. Carboxylic acid with 4 carbon, butanoic acid. Butanoic acid. Okay, carbon with 3, carboxylic acid which contains 3 carbon atom, propanoic acid. So you can name carboxylic acid accordingly, depends on the number of carbon atom. Okay, methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid, butanoic acid, etc. Clear? Okay, now you can see here one table. This table you can see the different members of carboxylic acid. Okay, you can see here different carboxylic acid, their molecular formula, structure. Also you can see the melting and boiling point of carboxylic acid increases with increasing number of carbon atom. Melting and boiling point increases with increasing number of carbon atom. Okay. Okay, next one we have to discuss here production of carboxylic acid. Production of carboxylic acid. Generally, alcohol after oxidation, it will be carboxylic acid. Alcohol reacted with oxidizing agent, alcohol will change to carboxylic acid. See here one example. Here this is ethanol. Ethanol treating with the oxidizing agent, it will change to carboxylic acid. Ethanol after treating with the oxidizing agent, ethanol mixed with the oxidizing agent and heat strongly, okay, then ethanol will change to ethanoic acid. Propanol after oxidation, propanoic acid. Butanol after oxidation, butanoic acid. Okay, so here alcohol should treat with the oxidizing agent. Most common oxidizing agents are KMnO4, potassium permanganate, and another one K2Cr2O7. These are the most common oxidizing agent: potassium manganate or potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate. Potassium permanganate, it is purple color. It is purple color. After oxidation, purple color turns to colorless. Okay, so here we have to mix alcohol and potassium permanganate and heat very strongly. Okay, so purple colored mixture will turns to colorless. Okay, so it turns to colorless mean carboxylic acid formed. Clear? Similarly, we can use potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate, it is orange color. After oxidation, it will turns to green. Potassium dichromate, it is orange color. Potassium dichromate mixed with alcohol and heat very strongly, then it will turns to carboxylic acid and orange color turns to colorless. Okay, so here we have two methods to produce carboxylic acid. We have two methods to produce carboxylic acid. Okay, one is biological method and another one chemical method. Biological method and chemical method. Biological method mean acidic fermentation. Acid fermentation, we learned already. Fermentation mean production of alcohol. Sugar will turns to alcohol in presence of yeast. That is fermentation. Here also we use fermentation. Okay, production of carboxylic acid. There are two methods, biological method and chemical method. Biological method mean you keep alcohol in open air. Okay, alcohol, we know alcohol, keep this in open air. Okay, with help of bacteria, this alcohol will oxidize to carboxylic acid. With help of bacteria, with help of living things. That's why this process is called biological method. Okay, so this is acidic fermentation. Acidic fermentation. Okay, second method we will discuss. Before second method, here this acidic fermentation used to make vinegar. Acidic fermentation used to make vinegar. Vinegar means dilute ethanoic acid. Okay, dilute ethanoic acid, that is vinegar. So here we learned how to produce carboxylic acid. Generally, alcohol after oxidation, it will be carboxylic acid. There are two most common oxidizing agent: potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate. Okay, biological method and chemical method. Here we discuss biological method to produce carboxylic acid. Keep alcohol in open air. With help of bacteria, it will oxidize to carboxylic acid. Okay, acidic fermentation, this is also called acidic fermentation. This process helps to produce vinegar. Vinegar means dilute ethanoic acid. Clear? Okay, next one, second method to produce carboxylic acid. This is chemical method. Okay, chemical method mean we will use chemicals such as oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent we discussed already, potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate. So alcohol mixed with oxidizing agent and heat very strongly, this alcohol will change to carboxylic acid. Ethanol change to ethanoic acid. Propanol propanoic acid. Butanol butanoic acid. This is chemical method. Okay, when you use potassium permanganate, purple color turns to colorless. Potassium dichromate, orange color turns to green. Okay, if there is oxidation, purple color turns to colorless. Okay, purple color do not turns to colorless. Purple color stay same. There is no change. It means there is no oxidation. Okay, so when you mix alcohol, potassium permanganate, heat very strongly, you can see purple color turns to colorless. Clear? Okay, next one we have to discuss here. Properties of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acids are weak acid. Carboxylic acid, for example, ethanoic acid, CH3COOH, it will dissolve in the water and it produce H plus ion. Okay, CH3COOH, it will ionize and produce H plus ions, and it is weak acid. It turns blue litmus paper to red. Okay, it is weak acid, that's why it will react with alkali. Okay, carboxylic acid react with alkali, sodium hydroxide, and it forms salt and water. Carboxylic acid reacted with alkali, it forms salt and water. Similarly here carboxylic acid, for example, CH3COOH, it reacted with KOH. KOH means potassium hydroxide. Here we discussed sodium hydroxide. Okay, similarly it will react with another alkali, potassium hydroxide, and it form potassium salt. Okay, CH3COOK plus H2O. Clear? So here we discuss carboxylic acid. It is weak acid. It react with alkali and form salt and water. Carboxylic acid, weak acid, it will react with the carbonate. It will react with the sodium carbonate, form carbon dioxide and water. See here this is carboxylic acid, ethanoic acid. It will react with the sodium carbonate. This product always same, sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Here also sodium salt of carboxylic acid. It is carbonate, so this side product will be different, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, you know, acid reacted with the carbonate, there will be salt and water. So here carboxylic acid reacted with the sodium carbonate, it formed sodium salt of acid, carbon dioxide and water. See here another example, CH3COOH, it reacted with K2CO3. Here I used sodium carbonate. Similarly here another example, K2CO3. So same way you can write here CH3COOK, carbon dioxide and water. This is carbonate, so this side product will be common, carbon dioxide and water. Only the difference here it is sodium, but here it will be potassium. Clear? Also here carboxylic acid react with the sodium hydrogen carbonate. Here we discuss carboxylic acid reacted with the sodium carbonate. Na2CO3 means sodium carbonate. Next one, carboxylic acid react with the sodium hydrogen carbonate. This is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Same product, carbonate. So carbon dioxide and water side product. Also here sodium salt. These first products are common, sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Similarly, I will give you another example, CH3COOH plus KHCO3, potassium hydrogen carbonate, KHCO3. So what will be the product? You can write the product in comment box. Okay, here carboxylic acid plus potassium hydrogen carbonate. Write the answer in comment box. Clear? Okay, next one we have to study here ester. Another type of organic compound, ester. Ester formed by reaction between carboxylic